Once upon a time, in a dense and mysterious forest in the heart of Africa, there was a small village named Loma. This village was surrounded by lush greenery and teeming with wildlife, making it a perfect place for hunters. Among the many skilled hunters of Loma, there was a young man named Cato, known for his bravery and remarkable skill with the bow and arrow. Cato had been hunting since he was a child, learning the ways of the forest from his father, who was a legendary hunter in his own right. Cato was not only a hunter but also a protector of his village. He often ventured deep into the forest to ensure that dangerous animals did not stray too close to the village. Despite his youth, he had already gained the respect and admiration of his fellow villagers. One day, as the sun began to set and the forest was bathed in golden light, Cato prepared for a hunting expedition. He had heard stories of a majestic white stag that roamed the depths of the forest, a creature so elusive that no hunter had ever been able to catch a glimpse of it, let alone bring it down. The elders of the village spoke of the stag with reverence, believing it to be a spirit of the forest, a guardian that watched over the land. Determined to prove his worth and honor his father's legacy, Cato set out at dawn, armed with his bow, arrows, and a knife. The villagers gathered to see him off, offering prayers for his safety and success. Cato's mother, Adana, gave him a small talisman, an amulet that had been passed down through generations. "This will protect you, my son," she said, her eyes filled with both pride and worry. Cato ventured deeper into the forest than he had ever gone before. He moved silently through the underbrush, his senses heightened and his eyes scanning the surroundings for any sign of the white stag. Hours turned into days, and still, there was no trace of the elusive creature. But Cato was relentless, driven by a sense of destiny and the thrill of the hunt. On the third day, as dusk settled over the forest, Cato came upon a clearing bathed in an eerie, otherworldly light. In the center of the clearing stood the white stag, its coat shimmering like moonlight. The stag's eyes met Cato's, and for a moment, the world seemed to stand still. Cato raised his bow, but something in the stag's gaze gave him pause. It was as if the creature was communicating with him, urging him to lower his weapon. As Cato hesitated, a voice echoed in his mind, soft and melodic. "Brave hunter, lower your bow. I am not a creature to be slain but a guardian of this forest. Your heart is pure, and your intentions are noble. Instead of taking my life, there is a greater challenge that awaits you." Confused and awed, Cato lowered his bow. "Who are you?" he asked aloud, though he knew the answer in his heart. "I am the spirit of the white stag," the voice replied. "There is a darkness growing in this forest, a malevolent force that threatens all life here. It is the shadow of an ancient sorcerer, long banished, but now seeking to return. You, Cato, are destined to confront this evil and restore balance to the land." Cato felt a surge of determination and resolve. "Tell me what I must do," he said. The stag guided Cato deeper into the forest, to a hidden cave. Inside, the walls were covered in ancient carvings and symbols. In the center of the cave was an altar, upon which lay a sword of exquisite craftsmanship, its blade glowing with a faint blue light. "This is the sword of light," the stag explained. "Forged by the ancestors, it holds the power to banish the darkness. But beware, the sorcerer's spirit is strong, and the journey will be perilous. Only one with a pure heart and unwavering courage can wield it." Cato took the sword, feeling its weight and the power that resonated within it. "I will do whatever it takes to protect my village and this forest," he vowed. With the sword of light in hand, Cato embarked on his quest. The stag spirit guided him, providing wisdom and support. The journey was fraught with danger. Cato encountered treacherous terrain, wild beasts, and strange, dark creatures that seemed to be born from nightmares. Each challenge tested his strength, courage, and resolve. One night, as Cato rested by a campfire, he heard rustling in the bushes. He stood, ready to defend himself, but was relieved to see a young woman emerge. She introduced herself as Naya, a healer and a protector of the forest. She had been watching Cato's journey and decided to aid him in his quest. Naya had extensive knowledge of the forest and the ancient magic that flowed through it. Together, they made a formidable team. With Naya's healing skills and Cato's prowess with the sword, they pushed forward, overcoming obstacle after obstacle. Along the way, they grew close, their bond strengthening as they faced adversity together. As they approached the sorcerer's lair, the air grew colder, and a palpable sense of dread filled the air. The lair was an ancient, crumbling fortress, hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Dark magic pulsed from its walls, and the presence of the sorcerer's spirit was overwhelming. Inside the fortress, Cato and Naya found themselves facing the sorcerer's spirit, a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes. The spirit laughed, a chilling sound that echoed through the hall. "You think you can defeat me?" it taunted. "I have waited centuries for this moment. Your bravery is commendable but ultimately futile." Cato stepped forward, the sword of light glowing brightly in his hand. "You were banished once, and you will be banished again," he declared, his voice steady. The battle was fierce. The sorcerer's spirit unleashed dark magic, summoning phantoms and creating illusions to disorient Cato and Naya. But Cato's determination never wavered. He fought with skill and precision, the sword of light cutting through the darkness. Naya used her magic to protect and heal Cato, keeping him strong and focused. As the battle reached its climax, the sorcerer's spirit gathered its remaining strength for a final, devastating attack. Cato saw his opportunity and charged, the sword of light glowing brighter than ever. With a powerful swing, he struck the spirit, the blade piercing through the darkness. A blinding light filled the fortress, and the sorcerer's spirit let out a final, anguished scream before dissipating into nothingness. Exhausted but triumphant, Cato and Naya emerged from the fortress. The forest, once dark and foreboding, began to heal. The sun broke through the clouds, and the sounds of life returned. The white stag appeared once more, its eyes filled with gratitude. "You have done well, brave hunter," the stag said. "The forest and your village are safe, thanks to your courage and the strength of your heart. Remember this day, for it will be remembered for generations to come." Cato and Naya returned to Loma, where they were welcomed as heroes. The villagers celebrated their bravery and the restoration of peace. Cato's mother embraced him, tears of joy streaming down her face. "You have made us all proud," she said, "and your father would be proud too." Cato continued to protect the village and the forest, his legend growing with each passing day. Naya stayed by his side, their bond deepening into love. Together, they ensured that the forest remained a place of beauty and magic, a testament to the bravery of a young hunter and his unwavering quest to protect his home. And so, the story of Cato, the young hunter who faced the darkness and emerged victorious, was passed down through generations. It became a beloved tale, a reminder of the power of courage, the importance of protecting the natural world, and the belief that even in the face of overwhelming odds, a pure heart can triumph over evil.